The business world is changing, and like it or not, there's no escaping the new normal. Join us today for another conversation with a small business. I'm Joel Slattis, and welcome to my podcast. Today's interview is with Laura Peterson, a State Farm agent located in Los Gatos, California. Laura's been a customer of Timesheets for well over a decade at this point. And Los Gatos is a small suburb just south of San Jose, California. Laura, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So anyway, I'd like to start out by asking you a little bit about what you do. Just really quickly, tell us a little bit about your business.
Sure. I own a State Farm insurance agency, so we provide insurance and financial services to our clients.
Okay, perfect. And how are you guys set up from a physical standpoint? Before the coronavirus, did everyone work in a traditional office more or less?
For us, before the coronavirus, I still had half of my team of 8 remote, 2 out of state, 2 in state, but still working from home. And then I have a team of 4 people in the office to serve our customers.
Okay, perfect. And how has this affected the coronavirus from a physical standpoint? How has it affected your daily routine and the way your business is operated?
Well, we're 85% remote now. I come in the office for a half day here and there. My office manager comes in when I'm not in here and there as well. But it's that, everything is pretty much phone and email, no in-person customer contact. There were some customers still coming in to pay their bill before, but they are, doing it on the phone and going online through our app, etc. So it's just pretty much everything's phone and email. The big thing that we used to believe in doing in person, we felt like it was more effective and in person in terms of relationships, was our annual reviews we do with customers. And we've continued to do those. We do a few of those each day, and we're doing all of those on the phone. And we actually are finding them to be just as effective. It's actually easier for the client because they don't have to drive in. And often our preference is that both spouses are in the meeting, and when it's on the phone, it's easier for both of them to be there. So there's been some positives as far as that goes as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to ask about that a little bit down the road. But what are some of the struggles that you've had as a result, if any, of the changes that you've had to sort of work with since the coronavirus has seen?
I think that for myself personally, having a young child and some of my team members having young children, it's balancing distractions. My team's done a great job with it, but I think for all of us, it's just hard when you have the duties of childcare or child education, and then also to keep your job going and giving that 100%. That can be a challenge. Communication with team can be more challenging, but we are continuing our team meetings with the team just, on video call. So we've continued doing that weekly. But there is something different about seeing them, most of them in person a lot, and kind of the culture that can create. So maybe cultural challenges, communication, and childcare.
Interesting. Okay, and then you had mentioned that there was some upside, that you've seen some benefits. So what would you say is the biggest benefit? Would that have been talking to your, having your annual meeting with customers and being able to get them both on the phone more easily than it would have been to have them come in person? Or are there other benefits that you guys have experienced?
I would say that's a main one. Ease of doing business for everyone, even for me and my team, like the ease of, we're not commuting into the office every day, and the logistics around that. So it's a little bit less time spent having to worry about that piece and kind of just jumping on our computers. Ease for the client. I think that it's frankly probably easier for them not to be coming in some ways. And then in the type of business I think that times like this, people do look to their insurance company to provide peace of mind, great service, fast responses, and basically lower their stress, not increase it. And so I think that my office does a good job with that. So during a time like this, I feel like clients do appreciate us and a company like State Farm. So that seems like a benefit at a time like this when things are tough on clients.
Okay, and then for my last question here, I was wondering, how do you see your business operating later this year as things begin to open up? Are you looking forward to getting back to the old normal, or do you see things about the new normal that you plan to keep and continue on with because, maybe it's better?
That's a really good question. And I don't know if I formulated my exact answer. I do know some other business owners that are pretty much in a rush to reopen in person, all of that. I am not. Partly for me personally, having, once my daughter's back in school, that will make it easier for me to wrap my head around. But until then, it makes it, having to be in the office would be harder for me right now, as well as on at least one of my employees having a daughter that's home. So I'm not going to rush it. We'll probably officially reopen with everyone back in the office July 1st, maybe start to do soft kind of people back in the office in June, but probably not open to customers. And given that half my team was already remote, it continues to reinforce why I do that. I think it works. And I do believe we will be more flexible with clients in the future about those annual reviews. Not needing to be in person. And while if clients would like to meet in person, great. A lot of people prefer that. But if they don't, and if they're busy and they want to hop on a call, I'm more open to that than I used to be. So that's something that I would change.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's all the time we have. I really want to thank you for taking time out to talk to us today.
Thanks, Joel.
Yeah, if anyone out there who happens to be in the Los Gatos area and needs a great insurance agent of State Farm fame, I would encourage you to give Laura a call.
Thanks, Joel.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and thank you so much
Okay.
for coming.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.